There are four hidden ways you can apply to get $5,000 for your business without getting a credit check. And this money is actually free. I'm going to show you all four ways, and two of them are ones that I've actually invested in. The first way is Hello Alice. I have invested in this company because I'm an investor as well as an entrepreneur. So I have to tell you that. But I have spent years and years getting to know this company. They have helped more than 1 million women business owners with their business. They have four ways actually on this site, but I'm only going to show you the one that is free. So there are a lot of different options. The first one is we're going to go to funding. So you go to helloalice.com. And if you click there, you'll see this when you first get to the page. And then you can scroll down and learn more, but you're going to click funding at the top. And you can do this on your phone as well. So it says, get the money and resources you need to grow your business. So there are a few ways you can on this site, but I'm going to show you even more ways in other sites. So the first way is you can get a business loan. Now that's not one of the free money ways, but it is a way, it's like a bonus way. They have really great business loans that are really nice for these types of businesses that are run by women, that are smaller businesses in some cases, and you need that funding to have that kickstart. You can apply for a credit card that has really good interest rates. And again, I'm invested in this company, so these two things eventually one day will help me, but not personally, but will help the whole ecosystem. But this is the one that I want you to pay attention to. Business growth opportunities. So check this out. If you go here, you can actually apply for a small business grant. Now, right now they have four different grants going, and they're not all for women, but they are for business owners. So even if you're not a woman, don't worry. I'm going to have plenty of ways that you can get this money. So the first one is the Botox Cosmetic Confidence Project. It closes on May 9th. You can check that one out. It's about confidence, and there's a whole thing that it talks about there. Now, if you're watching this after these deadlines, Hello Alice always refreshes their grants, so there'll be new ones that you can check out most likely. The next one is the Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. So if you have a restaurant and you need help, it's in partnership with DoorDash, and they're giving away $10,000. Let's check on this one, okay? So they're giving away $10,000 grants for restaurants who are impacted by natural disasters, including the severe weather, the fires in LA, other major infrastructure failures that you may have had personally. And it provides you relief with a $10,000 grant. So you want to check that out. It says who's eligible. It tells you all about that on the page. Then you have the BGE Energizing Small Business Grants, $20,000. And they're giving out several of these grants to help people who are in Maryland. If you are a Maryland-based business, you can get up to $20,000. Let me know in the comments if you're in Maryland and if you want to check this out. This last one for this website is the Creative Business Boost Initiative. They're giving 100 different creators with the support of Etsy. They're giving $105,000. That's $500,000 they're giving out, and you can apply now. Go to this site, apply for it. May 9th, 2025 is your deadline. Again, if you see this afterward, come back anyway and just see what's available right now. But these are grants, and the cool thing about these grants is that they don't take a long time to apply for, and each of them has their own kind of term, so an eligibility. So it could be that you're not eligible for one, but you are for the other. So I would absolutely recommend doing that. The next one, have you heard about Pharrell's Black Ambition Prize? He gives away more than $1 million a year. I should say it this way. He gives away some in nonprofit and he invests some. So it's a combination. But they do more than $1 million every single year. I know Felicia Hatcher, who runs this. This is Felicia right here. She spoke at Your First Million Live, my 2,000 person live event in 2024. And I've spoken at her events for Black Ambition. And what's really cool about this is that you can apply for it It's going to be a little bit longer of an application because the prizes are higher, but they give away a lot of funding before the $1 million, right? There's $1 million prize winner, I believe, but they give away several others. So this is what the application looks like. It's kind of cool. Like Pharrell's always been ahead of the curve. He has this kind of vibe to him. And I've been in the room when someone has won the $1 million prize, and it's amazing. And then there's what I love about this the most is that they give out cash prizes, but they also give you a lot of support. So there'll be like 100 people that they choose who will get like virtual support. And then that'll be for a few weeks. And then they'll whittle it down to like 20 and then so on and so forth. So it's absolutely worth your time. And you can see some of the winners in the past have been the main winners have been here. But even if you have a company that's just starting out, this is kind of where you want to go because you're going to have people looking at your application who get you. And that's really exciting. The next one is a company that I have invested in. Just like with Hello Alice, I've also invested in Seed and Spark. And I invested in this company years ago and have been working with them ever since. And their CEO, again, spoke at my Your First Million Live event. So this one is for people who are doing independent film projects, shorts or long form. If you have an independent film project, you can use this like a Kickstarter and you can set it up, and it's not an investment that people make. It is something where they are giving you money in order for you to do your project, to start your project. And this will be people that you know, and this is a great place to have them go to. That's not like a GoFundMe or something like that. It's a little bit different. And it's also where people go who are strangers who go and search, just like on Kickstarter, they search for different options. So let's look at NOLA, the beginning. 4 days left. They're 80% of their goal. And I don't know if it does tell you $33,000 for production. So they want $33,000 to make their film. And it's a combination of people coming in. Now, if you have absolutely no audience and absolutely no one who is your friend or family who would want to invest or I'm sorry, not invest, but to donate or contribute, it's going to be harder to reach your goals if they're lofty, but you can still try. So I would check it out. And if you love film, if you love independent film, this is a really great place to go check out. Because look at these incentives that you can do, these fun incentives you can either pay for as a consumer or you can be inspired by for your own. So this thank you shout outs. You can get a digital copy of the script and early access to the finished film. You can actually get a behind the scenes photo book. This one's pretty cool. That's really awesome. Or you can do it too is a 1 hour virtual Q&A. So you could offer that as part of yours. And this one is a watch party, exclusive invitation to the party. This one is 1 hour photo session, which seems really awesome. And then this one's an intimate screening that you get to have. Now, there's usually one that's like executive producer. So I've done this a few times where it's usually this price. It's $5,000 and you get an executive producer credit on IMDb, which for some people is really exciting. So you never know who's in your network who might want that, but they don't want to necessarily like invest in something. They just really like the idea of being a patron of the arts. So that's a really cool one for creatives. Now, the next one is Kiva. And you may have used Kiva before to donate to others or checked it out, heard about it. It's one of the OGs. It's one of the originals. And I know the co-founder of it, but I did not invest in this one. Kiva is really special. Now, I've been a Kindle lender for years. And what was really special about it is that you can lend like $50. And what happens is they give the money to the person who needs it. And as the person pays it back with no interest, no fees, no collateral, and no minimum credit score, you get that 50 and you can say, I want to regift it and I want to regift it and I want to regift it. So the same $100 I put in at one point is just recycled over and over again and helps multiple people. It's a brilliant, brilliant concept, especially if you're trying to make an impact on the world. And if you have a business and you want someone else to help you with that, dream of yours, you can get a crowdfunding. Remember, it's 0% interest, no fees, no collateral, no minimum credit score. And this is for US based businesses. If you're outside of the US for any of these, I would look at the terms and service for all of them because I do get those comments that say, hey, does this work here? Does this work there? I don't know specifically, but you can look at the terms and services of each of these websites to find out. And so you would click on apply now if you want to do that, and you'd get, there's like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and this would be an actual loan, but because you're not paying any fees, you're just paying the money back. It is free. So you would fill out this application, and then you would have certain number of months and years to pay it back, depending on what your your eligibility was and if you got approved. So you can see how all of these would be really, really interesting. So U.S. entrepreneurs, you're probably used to Kiva being for like things that are more like GoFundMe, but they do have this side to it. And you can see that there are some amazing U.S. companies here. $14,000 to Al to help him with marketing, advertising, and equipment needed to succeed. $11,000 to Johanna to help FoodStream onboard 1,000 supermarkets to platform to distribute food to millions. So like think if you have like a bookstore, if you have anything like this, check this out. 'Cause just like with Seed and Spark, you're going to have some people who you send to it. And I believe you have to have, I think it's 25 people give you $25. I think there's something like that. Don't quote me on it, but I remember reading that. And then once you have that, then they'll put it out into the world. And the Kiva gets seen by millions and millions and millions of people. So it's very, very cool when you have something going and you just need a little bit in between to help. All of these options could be viable for you. Maybe one or two or three are not right for you, but maybe one is. And if I can help you help just one person find that capital that they need, I will be so, so thrilled. So leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know if this was helpful to you, what you're going to try, what you're working on. Let us know what you're working on because I mean, so many people write comments and say thank you for what you're doing, and they tell me what they loved about the video. But when I ask you to tell me about you, because I read every single comment, I get to know you better. So tell me in the comments, what are you working on? What part of the country or part of the world are you in? And what's going on? What is lighting you up? And I know that times are hard for a lot of people, and it's okay that if everything's not going great. Just let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because sometimes people forget to do that. But when you subscribe, it actually tells YouTube that more people like the video, and it pushes the video out to more strangers. So then I have new people find me, and then they get this information that they need. And every single week, I put out several videos that will help you in your business and in your life.